I think it's a good story.
I think
It's visual. She knows
very
what she's
visual.
talking
You
about,
get a
so
very
shouldn't be-
interesting person,
Yeah.
emotional story. I mean, it's a good story.
It's a typical survivor story.
Yeah, it
usually
is.
works on
It
TV.
is. Yeah, it is. But it's good to tell stories like that. People just don't want to know about politicians and lawyers and famous people.
Yeah.
They want to know about the average Joe who lives down the street.
Yeah. And this is an inspiring story that will, you know, it does. People need inspiration in their lives. Like I find people are too stressed out and they're trying to do too much nowadays, and so it's nice to see somebody who's overcoming the odds.
As I, like everybody else, read papers. I sometimes, quite often, just what I don't see in the papers or what I don't hear about is what interests me. I mentioned I did something on animal rights.
The process of producing foie gras involves literally shoving a pipe.
While you may find your initial source may be something that's in the news, generally you try to find something somewhere you can take that's different than what you're reading. You know, I even just kind of give it more depth and what's the real issue that these people are getting at. You know, where are they really trying to go with this?
You know, today it may be goose, tomorrow may be pigs, or maybe veal, it may be whatever.
What I look for in a health beat story is something that's different. So I haven't done very many stories on anorexia because it's been done to death. Everybody's done a story on anorexia. I'm looking for the stories that nobody else is telling. So that's uniqueness is a criteria for me. Is it visual? Will I have wonderful pictures with it? Will it tell people something they don't know? Does it have good speakers?
I hate the disease. I hate how it controls my life.
If there's some big discovery or systems approach that comes along that makes life really easy for hospital administrators, I don't really care. I'm a whole lot more interested in something that's going to make life less painful for patients, less stressful for patients, and I'm also interested in things that make a patient's life more difficult, and often more difficult than it has to be.
Because of interstitial cystitis, Anne lost 65 pounds. She lost her job and her benefits. The pain never left. No one could help.
So some of these ideas, you know, come from people who phone me. Some of these ideas come from my own curiosity. Not one of them has come from a press release. But that's okay.
The 25th hour of the day, the 25th hour.
In today's 25th hour, we meet a young woman who's using sheer power to overcome all sorts of odds.
The reason I was interested in this story was I saw this article in the Citizen in January, at the beginning of January, well, the middle, I should say, and it was about Lisa, this weightlifter. She had gone through a lot of things in her life, including almost dying because of kidney failure. And I thought it was a very inspiring story, and I thought it would have great visuals because she's a weightlifter. And then as soon as I went to do the pre-interview and talk to her, I was convinced that it was going to be a good story because she's a terrific interview.
He just looked at me and grabbed my hand, and I said, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And Carrie just said, rumble, old man, rumble. And he gave me a big kiss, and I went into surgery.